best. I came out with I need to prove that I was missed kind of attitude. So that whole season I was like, I'm taking the ball, I'm doing everything. I'm doing all the work. So I also had Natalia Kuika as my other center back, and I'm sure you've heard of her. She's amazing. She's coming to Portland Thorns this upcoming season, and she's still killing it. But it was so easy for me to be more of an attacking player because she's so good and she had my back there. And then after that, we had a little get together as a team, and we were like, look, we got to get our shit together. It's do or die right now. And then we won every game after that. And it was hard too. We went into overtimes. I think we played like 4 of the last however many national champions. We played Stanford, North Carolina in the final, who has how many national championships, and they're always good. We played Penn State. Yeah, we that was such a hard route, I guess, to the final that year. But I don't know, there was just me wanting to absolutely prove everything. I remember when I won, I went up to my mom and dad, or when we won, I went up to my mom and dad and I was crying and I was like, I did it, I'm back. And that's when it like all clicked together. I was like, that was awesome. That definitely, being through an ACL, crappy injury, all worth it at that point. But I also know you lose all your negotiating rights if you go into the draft. So, and like, kind of, I want to make money. I want this to be my career. So draft is just like, it's kind of your day kind of thing. You get to be celebrated like, oh, you're this number, first pick, first round, whatever. And then you get to go try out for that team, but you lose all your negotiating rights. If you don't go into the draft, you can be like, call up the coaches, be like, hey, do you want me? I'll come try out, and then see if you can get some more money out of them. I don't know. Always take the small contracts. So like if you have a really great season, you can renegotiate your contract again or go somewhere else. And I think that's probably some of the stuff that's helped me so much in this process is like, ask all the questions you can, to like ask the people that have been through it what it like. They obviously know the best, so that's definitely helped out a lot. Playing in front of the big man, like I gotta show up. Gotta show out. And I mean, I think like even though that part was a little nerve-wracking, I was still more focused on like playing against the pros, because like I was so focused on going pro. I was like, all right, how would I match up against these players? Like, what do I need to work on?
You're from Ohio. You're really, I assume, a very good youth player in Ohio. You won a couple state championships, but you're from Ohio. So what made you go to Florida State?
Oh, well, my first major like thing that I needed from the school was it had to be warm. I had to get out of the cold. I was tired of the snow. I can't play in cold. I mean, I can. I just don't want to. Real I can give you 2 words.
All right, 2 words. Go on.
Luka Modric. That's at least what I want to be.
So Luka Modric as a center back. Okay.
Yes.
That can work.
Pretty much, but bigger than him. So I'm tall. So like a taller Luka Modric. There's your 3 words. Taller Luka Modric. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know. I love how he plays. And my dad brought me up to like, I have moves, quick on my feet, like deceptive. And I feel like that's what soccer is. Like you got to make it fun. It's not just a sprint. Like it's more like, and also it makes it easier too. Like, oh, you think I'm going to pass this way, but now everybody's over here, so I can go this way. Or I can just run past all of you, but I think the first way is better.
Fair enough. I mean, you've now mentioned your father a lot of times on this podcast. We've only been on for less than an hour, and we've already canceled Thanksgiving on him for 3 years. So How big of a influence your father, but also your mom, I don't know if you have siblings, like how much of that kind of parent and your family, how much does that had an impact on your career and you kind of growing up as a person?
Well, probably the most influence of anybody in my life. I started playing when I was 3, and you wouldn't think looking at me then I'd be where I am now. If somebody took the ball away from me, I would go to the sideline and sit down and cry. And then even before that, I was scared of the ball, so the coach had to carry me around on the field. So I feel like I've made it a long way from that.
From humble beginnings.
Yeah. But my dad and my mom have been my coaches most of my life. My mom, like in my earlier years, and then my dad, he was my coach in high school, and then a lot throughout club.
Listener question, actually, from Malia. Who's faster, you or Sean?
Definitely me. He's so slow. Especially now, he doesn't even work out. So
that is true.